Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back to see my videos. The day is finally here. Going to start planting my vegetables in their pots. So right now here I have the green beans. They have grown crazy. Look at this. They are like, I don't know, like maybe like a foot long. They're huge. They have just gone crazy. I don't think I've ever, maybe because I didn't have, like, never waited this long to plant them, but they got huge. So I was supposed to do it like 2 days ago, and then I was supposed to do it yesterday, and I've like just been pushing it, and I was like, okay, I need to get them in the ground today. But they are so pretty. These are the green beans. I already did plant the, what was it? It was the cucumber, the tomatoes, and I planted some lettuce. I planted those yesterday, but I didn't get to record it. I did record myself like planting them, so I'll show that in a little bit. But I don't have them here with me like in the trays. But yeah, the only ones that are missing, they're barely sprouting right now, are the loofahs. Like they're barely pipping out. So those, I'm still gonna leave them like in the trays until they get maybe like 3-4 inches, maybe until they show like the leaves, and then I'll plant them in the ground. But yeah, so let's go ahead and go plant these in the ground. I'll show you guys where I'm putting them. Okay guys, so this is where I'm gonna be growing the cucumbers, the tomatoes, and some lettuce. So I got this grow pot at Target, and it has like 3 little compartments to it. I want to say it's about maybe like, I don't know, I think it's like maybe like each little compartment is like a foot, just like 3 feet long. It's not that big, but I've grown like, what is it? I've grown cucumbers here, and I've grown tomatoes, and you can see there I have like basil plants there in that middle one. And then on this like closest one, you can't really see it, but I have radish growing there, and then I also have some morning glory also growing in there. But in this middle one, I'm planting the tomatoes, and you can see I'm like tearing the bottom because I feel like it helps the roots like grow out. So I like to tear out the bottoms. Okay, so on this last one, I'm planting the cucumbers, and you can see here I'm also tearing the bottoms because I feel like, I don't know, it helps it better like grow the roots out. But you can see that there's like 2 little plants like in each little pot, and that's way too many for that size of pot that I have them in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like see which ones grow like bigger, and then whichever ones are bigger, I'm just gonna end up cutting like the smaller one, and I'll probably just end up leaving like 4 little plants in there. Okay guys, so these are my lettuce seeds. I also got these at Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna be planting them here in that middle one where the tomatoes and the basil's at. So what my hope is that the tomatoes, they take a while to grow, and the lettuce grows a lot faster than that. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to harvest some lettuce before the tomato like takes over that little pot. So I guess this is like a little experiment to see if that'll work for me. I've never grown lettuce. That's probably the only thing I've never grown. I feel like I tried growing it, but I think it's just too hot here where I live, and they always like end up either dying or they just don't grow right. So hopefully this year is the year, and I can at least grow at least 1 plant so that I could like say that I grew some. Okay guys, so you can see I'm planting a lot of seeds, but what I'm gonna do is let them grow out, and then I'll thin them out so that they're able to grow a lot better. Okay guys, so this is me just watering them in, crossing my fingers that I don't get any pests. Then I'll get my cucumbers, my tomatoes, my radish, my lettuce, and hopefully my basil grows out a lot better. But yeah, and I like to water them probably once a day just because it's very hot. So I usually water them in the afternoons. Okay guys, so this is where I'm going to be planting my green beans. So right now you see me, I'm just cutting off this basil that I have in this pot because it's been growing here for about maybe like 2 years already, and it's just like kind of ugly already. So I'm just cutting it down. I am leaving like just the bottom of it in case it does want to grow out again, but I'm just gonna cut it all off, and then I'm just leaving that little chile plant in the middle. Okay guys, and then here I'm just setting up the green bean plants to see where exactly I want them, and just to make sure that they're all gonna fit here. Okay guys, and then once I set them all up, I'm using my little tool here. I'm not sure what it's called exactly, but I love using it because it like will cut out the little hole in the dirt and it'll make the plant fit perfectly in there. So that's what I'm doing here. And then I'm also just cutting off the bottom of the little pots because I feel like it helps it. I'm not sure if it does, but I feel like it does. So that's what I do. Okay guys, so here I have them all planted in. I did leave that little chile plant, that's what you see there in the middle. And then you can also see that I left like the little stalks of the basil. I'm hoping that they grow out, but if they don't, then that's okay. But yeah, so the green beans are gonna be in there, and then now I'm just gonna try to build like a little trellis to help the green beans like stay up straight and just so that the wind won't break them. Okay guys, so for the support, I'm putting these little sticks. I want to put like at least 4, one in each corner, and then like 2 in the middle for support. And this is just going to help them with the wind and like just making sure that they have like support so that they don't break. Okay, so here you see me, I'm wrapping that piece of wire around the stick, and I'm going to wrap it around all of them so that it tries to create like this little cage. It's going to help them have support. Okay, so here you can see it's like a little cage, and that's just going to help them from the wind, giving them support so that they don't break. Okay guys, so I also wanted to show you guys some of my trees. Here I have my ponderosa lemon. You can see it's just loaded with the flowers and loaded with the little lemons already. So this is the first year actually that it's given me this many. About 2 years ago, it only gave me 6 lemons. And then last year it didn't give me any. So this is the first year that it's loaded with them. And then here, this is my orange as well. This is the first year that it's giving the oranges. It's also loaded. I'm hoping that they stick because sometimes they always fall off, but I hope that they do stick. And then over here, I'm showing you, this is my, I think it's called mulberry. It gives these little like raspberry things. I've never ate them, but my grandma gave me the tree and I really love the leaves, so like I kept it. And also I've seen like the birds go crazy with the berries, but I've never ate them, but I think you can eat them. And then here, this is my beautiful baby Toby. And then here, this is my, it's called the like the Mexican lime, I think. And it's also thornless. And it's also, this is the first year that this one is also full. Last year it was the same, but it dropped everything. So hopefully this year is different. But yeah, but thank you so much guys for watching my video.